ripples that are created on the surface of the water when you toss a rock into a pond, so our lives as Christians create a ripple effect into the lives of others as we live out our faith. So I wanted to sit down with Patti Voss and just ask her about people who have impacted her life as a Christian and how God is using her to impact others. So Patti, just share with me some people that you feel were really instrumental and had an impact on you in becoming a Christian.
Well, first of all, I'd have to say my mom, because she was the one that took my brother and I to church. I had an infant brother that was bedfast, so Daddy stayed home. So we walked to church, but I had a wonderful childhood church, and those wonderful saints just were wonderful examples of how people live their faith. And one was my Sunday school teacher, and one was the organ player. And I guess I was drawn to music even as a child. I used to sit with her every Sunday on the second row. So those were two in my childhood that I can remember. But all along, God has put people in my life that have, I think, shaped me and taught me how to live as a Christian in each church that John and I have been privileged to be part of.
Yeah. So there's been even people after you became a Christian that you feel like were really had a big impact on you living out your Christian life.
Oh, for sure. God led me to a wonderful church in Rockville, and that's where I met the love of my life, John, and wonderful people there. A family just adopted me and just became our family and had us over for dinner a lot. And I just got to see Christian living at its best, you know, as a family. And then in Cleveland, we were transferred there. God, you know, put us in a church, the right church, you know, where the minister's wife, I was a new mother. My parents were in West Virginia. She just helped me, you know, and was loving and kind. And then we came to Florida, and God led us to this church, and wonderful saints that I just witnessed people living their faith.
Great. And are there ways that you can look and see how God is using you to touch the lives of other people?
Well, you know, I led the music here for 16 years, and I really love that. And I'm not sad to be out of the music and the worship, because you know, I like where we're going with worship, but he's given me the women's ministry, and I love partnering with the women in the church. I think they're godly women, and I pray that God uses me to work in that ministry.
Well, you and John both are great examples of faith. And is there anything that you would say to someone who is a young or a new Christian, that you would, any advice you would give to them in their walk with the Lord?
You know, I would just tell them to just rely on the Lord. You know, He is faithful. His promises are true. We can trust Him. I love my kids. I love my grandkids. I love my great-grandchild. And I want them to know Jesus. And that's my, you know, prayer. And I think that's what I would say to a young person. You know, I want to leave a legacy of faith. So I think we should all, you know, live to you know, leave that legacy for our children and for those watching us, you know.
Yeah. Well, thank you for taking these few moments to share your faith, and you are a blessing to us in our church.
Oh, well, thank you, Jim. I love you dearly.